Hi everyone and welcome once again to a brand new day of learning. I am Teacher Riz and I am ready to teach you. So today I will help you learn this topic. Editorial writing is a piece that states the newspaper's position on a specific issue, which is fundamental and influential exposition that gives an arrangement or solution to a problem. Therefore, the editorial staff or editorial board will give their stand or their point of view to a certain issue. It may be a social issue or current events. That's why it's editorial. So this editorial implied to impact open supposition, advance basic considering, and in some cases, cause individuals to require activity or to be part of the activity on a certain issue. This editorial is the opinion part or page of a newspaper. Therefore, this editorial is considered the voice of the newspaper, which employs we in communicating stand. It is a voice because it fosters an emotional connection between the staff and the readers. That's why editorial is considered as a short essay because it shares an individual's opinion on a current event or social issue. Okay, so I have already discussed from my previous video about the parts of an editorial, and this time let's go back to the parts of an editorial. We have the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. This is very important before you can draft and while planning in writing your editorial. So let's review on what we need to consider in the three major parts of the editorial. First is the introduction. This part of the editorial must capture the substance or the essence of the subject or topic, the current event or the social issue. You need to build the interest of your readers, and that is, this part gives you the overview of the issue you are writing. So it's important that from the introduction, you need to catch the attention or the interest now of your reader. So that is all about the introduction, the first paragraph of the editorial. Next, we have the body. This is the largest or the biggest part of the editorial, wherein you need to give your argument. You need to give your opinion with your reasons why the audience or your reader should agree with you. And facts are presented and explained logically and written clearly and concisely. Therefore, by providing the evidence that supports your arguments, you can convince your readers to agree with you. That is, you need to provide facts, you need to research, and you can also provide anecdotes because in the body, there must be an argument. There you can put now your opinion and must be provided with an evidence. Although editorial is an opinionated page of the newspaper, you are not required to just put your opinion or share your opinion. You must support your opinion with facts in order for your readers to agree with your point. That is all about the body of the editorial. That you need to provide an argument and supported with evidences or pieces of evidence. So if introduction is the first paragraph of the editorial, you can provide your paragraph, your second and third paragraph for the body of your editorial. Now let's proceed to the conclusion part of the editorial. This summarizes all the arguments or emphasizes the stand, and you need to suggest a course of action. That's why in the concluding paragraph or the final paragraph, a summary of your point of view is required, and you need to remind also your readers why they should care about the issue, the current event, or the social issue you have written as part of your editorial. So that is all about the conclusion or the concluding paragraph of your editorial. It's important that you need to summarize, you need to restate, re-emphasize, and you need to give reminders to your readers. Okay? So as writers, you need to know the different types of editorial. For example, we have editorial of information. So from the term inform, the objective is to inform your readers. Another is editorial of interpretation. These also interpret, explains the meaning of current events or social issue. We also have editorial of argumentation and editorial of persuasion. So they are quite synonymous because they convince and persuade the readers. Now we have also the editorial of criticism. This kind of editorial provides good and bad features of an issue. And the main objective of this editorial of criticism is to influence us as the readers. We also have the editorial of commendation, appreciation, and tribute. So this is very positive in a way that they are praising or they are giving commendation, appreciation, or tribute to a person or to any organization or companies because of their worthy projects, their deeds, and accomplishments. So that is editorial of commendation, appreciation, and tribute. We also have the editorial of entertainment. So from the term entertain, so the main objective is to entertain us. While reading this kind of editorial, you are smiling because the editorial staff are providing us or they are suggesting truth behind this point of view. So it's short, editorial of entertainment is short, but the main objective is to entertain us. We smile while they are suggesting truth. Next, we have the editorial of analogy. This kind of editorial shields against looming legislations. So legislations are looming in a way that we found perceptions, most especially, for example, with the different platforms that we have now. So editorial staff can write editorial of analogy to at least give their point of view regarding this kind of perceptions. That was a short explanation onto the different types of editorial. So just like any other writing activity, you need to know first the steps in order for you to plan and draft your editorial. So I am providing these steps which I have adapted from the USLeM provided by the Department of Education. So there were paraphrasing involved here. So disclaimer, I don't own this information. So let me start now with our first step. So for step number 1 is you need to a particular thought or to be chosen as a subject to be created. So of course you have already the current event or your social issue. So what is your stand or what is your point to that issue? So that is under step 1. You choose now your stand. Then after choosing your point, make an inquiry or inquire about your point to bolster your thoughts. So that's time to research about your topic or the issue to support all your facts or your opinions. Next, for step number 3, after giving your point and then you have research already, you need to organize or arrange your thoughts by composing a layout or your outline. That's why there must be a point and then support it with your research. Next, for step number 4, after composing a diagram or your outline, you'll begin now composing by including points of interest. At that point, altering or revising takes after. So just write and write first, and then you can revise your write up later. So let's proceed, and the final step is be beyond any doubt to study your draft, not as it were once but numerous times as required. That is to guarantee that blunders or errors in spelling and language structures are not cleared out uncorrected. So you need to look for the revisions. You need to finalize now your paper before the publication, so you can ask your colleagues, or you need to proofread all the necessary informations before the publications of your editorial. So that is all about the steps that you need to follow in planning and in drafting your editorial. So there, so I hope you learned something new today. Keep on practicing, keep on learning, stay safe. See you again soon.